What's up, my beautiful YouTube family? Man, DB is loving today. I truly am. Uh, Want to talk about a few things. I want to make something known, and then I'm going to tell you what I wore today because I have to eat my words. And I'll tell you what I mean by that. Stay right there. This is DB. Now I'm about to take you behind the nonsense. So I would like to start off by saying the House of Dua and the House of HAPPYLAND Studios will be reviewed on this channel. I just want to say thank you to Mr. EJ Wells. EJ, I really appreciate you accepting my apology. I don't really want to get into everybody about all the basics, but EJ has a very different sense of humor, and sometimes you can take EJ Wells the wrong way. He said something long time ago just rubbed me the wrong way, and we've had 3 interactions and he rubbed me the wrong way every time. I don't know why I took it that way, but he commented on a video that I had done, which I was surprised. I took it the wrong way again. So I called him up and I hit him up on Messenger, and I'm like, dude, well, I said, sir, why you got to make bad comments on my YouTube page, man? I didn't do nothing to you. And he explained to me what he meant by it, and I was like, I went back and read the post, and I was like, yeah, who's the idiot now? So, I talked to him for a little bit, and he's really a good guy. He's had a pretty rough life. We got a lot in common. Nonetheless, I went back and looked at all the screenshots that I had from our other conversations I took the wrong way, and they all made perfect sense after that. So, I appreciated EJ. Actually, I bought some fragrances from EJ. He was nice enough to send them off. So maybe in the next couple of days, we'll have some HAPPYLAND Studios. So there were people that were subscribers to my channel that were very interested in HAPPYLAND Studios. Your wish is my command. Now, that brings me to another house. Excuse me. The House of Dua. He asked me to call him Sam. So Sam, I appreciate you giving me an apology. If a man can apologize, you guys, if a man can, especially a man, if a man can open up his heart and apologize, who in God's name are we not to accept their apology? You know what I mean? I emailed Dua quite some time ago. I want to say about 2 months ago, asking for some samples. DB, I don't need bottles, okay? There's YouTube reviewers that will not give you a review on a decant. It's not about presentation, man. We're talking about the juice. That's what these reviews are about, is the juice. We want to talk. We're talking about the fragrance. If you're wanting to talk about bottles, then talk about bottles. But most of us are here to talk about fragrance. And long story short, the email that I got back from them was, we don't sell samples. Go here and buy them. It was rather rude, and I swore that I would never review a Dua. I actually sold all my Dua because of it. I had 10 bottles of Dua, and I sold each and every one of them because I felt kind of disrespected. Especially when I seen Dua was sending bottles out to big-time reviewers, full bottles, and they were not reviewing them. And it kind of really hit me the wrong way. Nonetheless, made a comment. I did not know who owned Dua. I just loved Dua. I was at the time getting really deep into Dua. and I was buying a lot of fragrances from people. And I still have one, Poseidon's Elixir 13ZZ. Probably got 3 ml of it. The only reason I kept it is because it wasn't worth giving away and it wasn't worth selling. So, and I haven't worn it. So, I made a gentleman made a comment on a Facebook page, and I responded because somebody had responded and said, maybe you ought to consider giving Dua a try. We'd be happy. And I didn't know who he was, but I said, you mean Dua, who doesn't respect the small reviewers out there? The gentleman that reached out to me was the owner, Sam, of Dua, and said, sir, I just don't believe I've ever had any contact with you. And I'm like, well, somebody did. And it was somebody that worked for him. And he absolutely 110% was adamant on apologizing. And then he wanted to give me some bottles. And I absolutely told him it wasn't necessary. If a man can apologize, I'm going to accept his apology. But he insisted. So I can't, I'm not going to argue with a man that's going to insist. I find it, when a person says, I insist, if they didn't insist, they wouldn't say it. And it takes a lot of humbleness to say, I insist. So therefore, I wasn't going to push the issue no more. I accepted. So I do have 7 bottles of Dua on its way as well. So for those of you who wanted to hear about Dua, your wish is my command. Anyway, I want to get to one thing. I'm not going to harp on this too long, because the more I harp on it, the more upset I get. And I really want to get to this fragrance. But there is this certain big-tittied, overgrown yard gnome who can't keep my name out of his dumb mouth. I mean, I don't know how many times you have your squabbles, okay? You had your phone call to end all of this. You were asked to take a freaking video down. You said, I ain't taking shit down, which was your words. So therefore, I have nothing to say to you no more. But because your life sucks so freaking bad, and you're a drama king, my name comes out your mouth again. But this is what I find funny. And I have to get a little bit of this out. I won't keep you guys too long. This overgrown yard gnome decided that he wanted to run his mouth and say, I sent him bogus colognes. Remember, they were probably effing bogus anyway, considering what everybody else has said. That's his words. So this moron gets on his channel, pulls out a Tom Ford effing Fabulous that I gave him and did a review on it. His butt buddy, Trey Sense, decided he wanted him to do a review on 2 fragrances that absolutely don't smell anywhere near it. He did it, and he pulls out the decant of Tom Ford effing Fabulous that I sent him that are supposedly fake, and does a review on it. What a dummy. I mean, how stupid can somebody get calling somebody's fragrances fake and then go and review the fragrance that you call fake? And then he's got this Jesus Vargas guy. He's apparently out here selling a bunch of people fakes. I personally know of 3 people that have highly doubted what they sent them was the real deal. You can get on your little YouTube channel or your Facebook page, and you can show batch codes of Killian all you want. If anybody knows anything about Killian, they are refillable. The freaking cap screws off and they sell refillable liquid to put back in. So showing the batch code doesn't do jack, except that what was originally in there, that's the batch code. Now, I'm not saying the dude sent fakes or not, because I could really care less. I'm not buying jack off of him anyway. Yeah, I never did nothing to him, but he had to put his 2 cents in when the overgrown yard gnome decided he wanted to run his mouth in a video about me, shots fired. And now I don't give a hoot what happens with him. But I will say this. I know the overgrown yard gnome is going to run his mouth and make a video after this. He can do that if he wants. But let me tell you something. DB's got a lot of dirt on a lot of people. And I don't normally put a lot of my dirt out there. But there's a lot of people who need to tread lightly when it comes to pulling my name out their mouth. Okay? You YouTube subscribers who jump up really high in subscribers with 30 videos need to be really careful how much of my name comes out your mouth. It's not a threat, it's a promise. Everybody who runs their mouth about me without knowing me doesn't understand the level that I can get to. See, back in the day, it used to be my fists that took care of things. I don't do that anymore. I use other weapons that hurt just as bad. So, with that being said, I have to get that out the way. And I just have to let people know I have dirt on people, okay? I hate it. But unfortunately, sometimes people just can't shut up and act like they're holier than thou and that they are just so perfect. I've got all these subscribers and I just jumped up so fast. Be careful. So I just want to show one thing, because it's been brought to my attention that I'm a supposed fake and my punk ass has never been to prison. Hold on. This is my damn prison ID card. I spent time in prison. Unlike the overgrown yard gnome who didn't do any time for being a felon. I'll just leave that at that. Don't take a brainiac to figure out why he didn't do time as a felon. So let's move on to bigger and better things called fragrances. Okay? Now, you go ahead and make your video when you're done here. And when you do, you're going to realize how stupid you are, because I'm going to throw a couple of your friends under the bus. I just don't understand why people can't keep I don't bother nobody. Keep my name off of your tongue. It just don't need to be. Anyway. Vargas looked like a Mexican Lionel Richie. Anyway, so the scent that I wore today is called Mancera's Black Vanilla. Man, listen, I told you I was going to eat my words. And I'm going to eat my words. Remember how yesterday I said DB just does not like rose? This has rose in it. Check me out. This rose in here, along with this vanilla, blend nice. I'm telling you, I mean, I don't care. I told you I hated rose. You can smell the rose right as soon as you pop this bad boy open. And I didn't want to wear this, man, but I caught that vanilla. And I like vanilla. It's one of my favorite notes. And I said to myself, do I really want to wear this? After I just told my subscribers I can't stand rose, I'm going to put another rose on. I did it. I put it on. That rose and that vanilla blends so nice. I can't even explain to you. It's such a sweet rose. It seemed like all the other times that you put a lot of the other Manceras on to have rose, like your especially your Montal Black Oud, that rose is so old manish. It's not even that good 50s, 60s smell. This is that your grandpa or somebody's sweaty grandpa who never seemed to bathe but always found something to squirt on and smell. You understand what I'm saying? That nasty. So I put this on and I'm like, wow. That vanilla really chimes well with that rose. Now you still smell the rose, but it's a sweet rose. That vanilla makes that rose, mwah. I mean, just pops it. It accentuates it very well. I got 3 hours of projection on it, which I was amazed at too. But when it dried down now, it gave me altogether a good solid 9 hours of longevity. When this thing dried down, it dried down beautiful. But also, when it's done, it's done. You're not going to catch no remnants of this thing, even on your clothes. Y'all know I spray and I hit my clothes and I hit the inside of my arms and my wrist, whatever is going to be exposed. At this job, you wear long sleeves because the energy drinks are constantly splashing, whatever. And you don't want to get it all over your arms, so you wear long sleeves. And so I have to put mine on my wrist and on my arm, on the sleeve and on here. But listen, this is a nice fragrance. You guys know I'm not into all that notes, but I'll put it down there like I always do. And I appreciate you guys sliding by. So HAPPYLAND and Dua. Hey guys, let's welcome them aboard for real. Down in the comment section, hey man, welcome them aboard. But listen, I need a favor from my subscribers. And I'm going to make this a good, legitimate call, if you will. I did a review on a brand called Authenticity. Okay? Listen, guys. Look, I'm going to make this plain and simple. I need 10 people. 10. If you can do it today, I need 10 people today, if not by tomorrow, to buy a bottle of Authenticity. It's $31.99. Excuse me. Tomorrow's the last day at that price, and it jumps up. If I can get 10 of my subscribers to buy an Authenticity, I will put you guys in a drawing for a 3-pack of decants of whatever you want. 3 10 mLs of whatever you want. I will put you in the drawing. When you win, you pick what you want. I ship it out. But I have to get 10. If I don't get 10, it's not going to happen. So please, I will put a link down at the bottom. I'll even put a picture of Sonny up. Sonny's a great guy. Listen, guys, it's a good fragrance, man. It's very Aventus-ish. It comes across in that. If you like Aventus, then just get this. It's not a clone of it. It acts like Aventus. It has that Aventus Aurora. Come on, man, get it. It's 100 ml for $31.99. I done ordered mine. I got mine coming. 10. Come on, please, guys. 10 people. And also, I'm 6 subscribers away from my 100 mark, where I give away a 30 ml bottle of Parfums de Marley Galloway. Can somebody get me to that 100 by tomorrow? So there's your challenges, guys. Do me a favor. Like my content, give me a thumbs up. If you like it, give me a thumbs down. I get a thumbs down or 2 every time. I know who they are. Who cares? I need to know what I do and what I don't do. Those guys are just a bunch of boo bags. They're going to down it anyway. Anyhow, thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, comment. Let me know how I'm doing. This DB, and I just took you behind all this nonsense. Y'all have a great morning.